After weeks of constantly dropping points, is this the midweek? Is this the match day where Hearts finally relinquish the lead of the league? Welcome back to Fog Football. The last time Hearts were in second place, a certain Stephen Pressley beat Celtic. This midweek, can he do the same again?
Here's hoping.
He needs to, because as this video is getting recorded, it's 8 minutes past 3. Why does that matter? I'll tell you why it matters, because Stephen Pressley is currently in dreamland, picking his team. He's hearing voices in his head.
Wait, no, I don't think that's right.
I think it is.
No, when Celtic lost to Dundee, Hearts were top.
Were they?
Aye, Hearts beat Celtic first.
No, you didn't.
Well, we beat them to go 8 in front.
Rogers packed his bags after.
Well, we beat them to go 8 in front, so therefore it couldn't have been that we were 2 in front.
So it went 5.
Aye.
It was the draw with Hibs that put Hearts top.
Aye.
Well, either or, Stephen Pressley.
The draw with Hibs.
Aye, Celtic's
draw.
Aye.
I'll get your facts right.
Aye, well, my facts are here. The fact of the matter is this: Stephen Pressley.
He's
helped Hearts more than he's helped Celtic.
At least you've started covering the right games and the right table here tonight, unlike that shit show at the weekend.
Aye,
explain yourself.
I've already explained it.
Aye, well.
I previewed this weekend for last weekend because the Scottish Cup was on, and I just looked. Point is, right, we don't need to do the Championship this weekend because we've already did it. How great is that? We're not even going to redo it. So if you're that bothered about the lower leagues, then go back to last weekend's preview show and then you'll get it. That's plenty, but I'll tell you one thing I've had plenty of. Rangers languishing in this spot in the table. 4th, 5th. I mean, to be fair, it was lower earlier on in the season, but that's when we had Russell Martin in charge. But I'm looking at that league table. I look at Livy, I look at St Mirren, I look at Killie and Dundee. 3 points between Dundee in 9th and Dundee United in 8th. The fact that Hearts play Killie, the fact that Celtic play Dundee, I think we could see a real gap open up this midweek. And now that would probably imply that Dundee United's beating Rangers, but to be honest, that could easily happen.
Could. I think anybody can beat anybody right now in this league. There's no one that's really too shite and no one that's too good. I agree with that, no?
I'd say it's bang on the money, but what about referees? They tend to have a wee way.
They can beat whoever they want to beat.
They've got a wee sway in whatever way it goes.
But anyway, league table's looking good for Hearts. Although I mean, it was looking a lot better a few weeks ago. I do feel like they've quickly surrendered that big lead that they had.
They were always going to, see, ideal situation, right? You keep the 8-point gap, yada yada yada. But here, why not look at the positives, right?
Yeah, no, but I think I say is that I guarantee you Hearts will still be leading come January 1st. I'm not too sure if I can make that. Actually I can. We're going to beat Celtic on Sunday, so I know we will be.
The fact that you'll have a game in hand, they'll have a game in hand over Hearts till whenever. That bodes well for you.
Yeah, as long as we beat them.
Put it this way, folks, right? We're going to look at the fixtures right now. Hearts need to win. It's that simple. If they don't win, then I think big questions need asked.
Yeah, we're taking on Kilmarnock here. They've been the whipping boys for everybody, apart from Dundee United. I'd be shocked if Hearts don't beat Kilmarnock. But we will start with the Celtic game. I believe we're going in alphabetical order. No, the Aberdeen game, sorry. We're going in alphabetical order. Right, Pataudry.
What alphabet are you reading from? Danny Rowe one?
Yeah. Anyway, Aberdeen taking on St Mirren at Pataudry. St Mirren, weird what's happened to them. Form has went out the window. Big League Cup final coming up soon. You'd think the players would be desperate, trying to stake their claim to be in that starting 11. But the form has just went completely out the window. And for me, Stephen Robinson, there should be no talk about his job. I don't think he should be losing it. I think Stephen Robinson's earned the right to have an absolute fucking stinker of a season and still keep his job. But we know that's not the case in football. He will probably need to get back to winning ways soon. He did actually revert to St Mirren as a club that is in a relegation battle right now. And if you're judging it based off the league table and the points accumulated, then I guess he's telling the truth. Just because we expect them to be in the top 6 or near the top 6, I guess that doesn't mean that you can't just deny that you're in a relegation. If you're in the bottom few spots, then yeah, I get
at this stage, then
yeah, because enough time has passed, I think.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, man, if you're in a position by near Christmas time, then I think that's where you are.
But I do believe St Mirren will be fine. I think they'll come out of this. I don't think they're in a relegation scrap at all. For me, there's a couple of teams that I think are in it. I'm looking at Dundee. I'm looking at Livingston, and I'm looking at Kilmarnock. Would I rule out Dundee United? No, but I tell you what, I think they've got a decent squad, so I think if Jim Goodwin was involved in a relegation battle, it would be a really bad look on the guy. Especially after they were so impressive last year.
They were good at the start as well, but I'm going to go St Mirren to defeat Aberdeen 2-1.
That's what I'm going. I think they'll turn it around. They need to. Aberdeen's been getting to pick up results lately, and this could be, I wouldn't say it would be a shock, but yeah, no, I think most people would be predicting Aberdeen, but it can't keep continuing. St Mirren can't keep losing games. They have to get a win sooner or later. I'm going St Mirren 2, Aberdeen 1.
So moving on to Stephen Presley's dream. Now, what's he dreaming of?
I mean, right now, while this is getting recording, Stephen Presley could be dreaming of something. I know what I'm dreaming of. I'm dreaming of a Dundee win.
It's not going to happen.
I'm not even asleep yet, and I'm dreaming of a Dundee win.
If it was Wilfred Noncy, I think you could potentially have a slip up, but it's Martin O'Neill. He's had 2 league games at Celtic Park. He's won them both 4-0. I'm sadly going to have to agree with it. I'm going to go 4-0 here. To Dundee. The dream. I have a dream.
I'm going 4-1. 2-1, sorry. Dundee.
4-1?
2-1.
I'll go 3-0 Celtic.
I'm going 2-1 Dundee.
Right, up next, this could be a 2-1 Dundee United. Dundee United.
Oh, I'd pay money for a Dundee double tonight.
A dirty Dundee double.
Dirty Dundee double.
Right, it's on Premier
Yeah, who
Sports.
am I kidding? I'd pay money for a Dundee draw.
Double
Double draw, right?
Right.
It's plenty.
But see, you know what the weird thing is? See, like, the longer Hearts are up there with Celtic, the less you even think about second. You know what I mean? Like, I bet you it's not even crossing most Hearts fans' mind that Rangers are pissing or dropping points, because it's more with Celtic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, obviously, it can change, like, but, right, Dundee United need a win. Rangers need a win. Rangers are pish. Dundee United are pish.
Premier Sports, this game is on.
I'm going to go 0-0.
Unfortunately, I'll be on the night shift and I'll not see it, but I will, I'll try and watch it through the good L phone, the 40-inch phone that I've got, you know.
It's a big phone, that.
Yeah.
Big pockets.
Yeah, well, you know what, I mean, when you see on the West Wing's pretty large, so sometimes you need if you want to use your phone for across the room, you need a large phone, like, so.
Aye.
Anyway, Dundee United, I'm going to go Dundee United 2, Rangers 2. I'm going to go with a draw.
I'm going 0-0. Absolute miss.
0-0?
Aye.
Bit boring, no?
Well, Rangers are a bit boring.
Oh, that's true.
Some people would argue they're not, like, but...
Right, moving on then. Any final thoughts?
Rangers are shy. I've got no faith. There's no way they get out of these away games against Killing Dundee United with 6 points.
They kind of need to, though. Let's see.
The fact that Celtic and Hearts, one of them's dropping points at the weekend, it needs to happen.
Yeah.
You need to gain what you lost. And that's what makes it so frustrating. If you beat Falkirk, then you win those 2.
Yeah, I mean,
If
Celtic do win their next 2, and let's say Rangers draw 1 of their next 2, I mean, the
9
gap's
points.
back up to 9 points. It's like,
what's happened?
how quickly it's went from 5 to 9. Anyway,
Working
but
5 to 9.
that's what happens this stage of the season. There's so many games that you can quickly catch teams and you can quickly, fall below teams. I'm going 2-2.
Right, Falkirk, Motherwell. I like what Falkirk's doing. I like even more.
But I like what Motherwell's doing even more. I'm going to go 3-1 Motherwell. And selfishly, I just want Motherwell to win because I think they're a team that can be right up there in the mix. And the more teams at the top of the table for me in Scottish football, the better. Falkirk are doing well. They're pushing above their weight, but let's be honest, Falkirk are never... They're not going to threaten at the top of the table. Yeah, maybe they'll get in the top 6. They might, very well could. I'd probably predict them. They're probably favourites to get in the top 6 at this point, but Motherwell do genuinely seem like they could go on a run and potentially be fighting for the top spots. I'm not talking about winning, but I'm talking like the European places. I think Motherwell will certainly be there or thereabouts, so I hope they keep it up. I'm enjoying what the manager's doing. It's exciting. It's a breath of fresh air for football. You don't normally see someone come in to Scotland and play like this, so yeah, I hope that Motherwell win.
It's good for the game. I think they'll win too. I'll go 2-1.
Alright, definitely. I'm going 3-1 Motherwell. And then we move on to the final game. It's Hearts versus Kilmarnock. We've had a bad run of form. 1 win and 4. 2 draws in there. And a defeat against Aberdeen. It's not great. It's 5 points out of 12. However, I think we're playing probably one of the best teams that we could play right now. Kilmarnock, just all over the show, aren't doing good. What I would actually go as far as saying that if Hearts do not win this game, the bubble has actually legitimately burst, and any league title challenge is over.
I would totally agree with
I
that.
think, and it, not just because. See if Celtic lose to Dundee, as big as a blow as it is, at least they'd previously won four in a row. Hearts can't afford to not beat Kilmarnock after their previous 4 games.
Need some kind of form to go into that Celtic game. But
Had Hearts beat Dundee United and had Hearts beat Aberdeen, then maybe a draw here is not the worst result in the world.
See if you take your own bias out of who you support, right? I think everybody can agree the best thing for the league and the best thing for entertainment is if Hearts can take Celtic close. Or even win it. But the way to take them close is beating Kelly. So they need to. I'm going to go 2-0 Hearts. I'm going to go with a Shankland brace. And, aye, that's it. That's your whack.
I'm going 4-0 Hearts. I think we'll respond well. And I think we'll put Kelly to the sword.
Yeah, it's a home against Kelly. And it just gives it that extra incentive. Because do you not feel like if Hearts lose this or draw, it almost makes the game at Parkhead must win, and you need to avoid that.
Aye.
That must be
we'll win it anyway, but yeah.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. That is it. Be back tomorrow night. It shall be a good one.